These guys grew up in San Diego, California. What was that like?
Well, San Diego's a big surf community, and so it's a great place to grow up. A lot of sunshine. It's always clear blue and 72, as they say. And so, kind of growing up, our big thing was surfing. Every weekend there's some sort of a contest, driving up and down the coast competing, and going to school and just being kids, and playing music all our lives. It's always been something that we've really loved to do. John and I are brothers, so since we were this big, we've been banging on pots and pans together.
Give me a brief lesson, give me the dummy's guide to surfing. What would I have to know if I were going to decide to start surfing?
Well, first we teach you how to swim.
Okay, I do know how to swim. I can do that.
And the cool thing about surfing is that you really don't need all that much. You just need a surfboard and your swimsuit, And if the water's cold, you can wear a wetsuit. And, there's a bunch of things that you can buy that you might look cooler. But, ultimately all you need is a board. And as opposed to, snowboarding where you got to buy a lift ticket and get all ready to go. Surfing, you just run out the door with your board and you're there, And so all summer long, basically the best advice I would have is just to go out and get in the water every day,
Now, would I have to take a language lesson before I went out there, or
No.
is it okay? There's no special lingo that I need to know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. What were we talking about? Surfing?
Surfing language.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Surfers are portrayed as just these idiots by Hollywood, and they're portrayed as having no real social skills outside of their own circle, and they really don't, know anything except for their scene.
Mm-hmm.
But the cool thing is that there's a lot of doctors who are surfers. It's just like anything else where it's a community, and there's going to be idiots in the community, and there's going to be people who are looking out for the environment. There's every shade of the rainbow within the surfing community.
Well, I should try it sometime, I guess. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Well, you guys have been in the studio recording your third album, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Who produced that?
Well, we managed to talk Charlie Peacock into coming out of retirement to do 5 songs.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that was great. And then a guy from the Bay Area in California named Jakir King, and he's engineered a lot of big albums like Tom Waits and Third Eye Blind, Smash Mouth. So that was really cool to have him lending his sonic talent in that area. And that was 5 songs. Then we produced 1 song ourselves, so there's 11 songs total. Comes out in September 26th, and I'm really excited about it.
How was it producing it yourself? Were you able to distance yourself enough to be objective?
Yeah, I guess this album in particular, and even the last album and the first album, we were really hands-on in every aspect of the production. And this album in particular, we spent 2 or 3 months pre-production before we met with any of these producers. And so in a way, you are producing every album, whether or not it says it's produced by you. It's always a co-production between you and the producer. So,
sure.
And Charlie's a great guy to work under and kind of get your wings wet, in that respect. So I think we were ready for it, and look forward to doing the same in the future.
Absolutely. On your last album, especially, you were influenced by a lot of great writers and a lot of great theologians and philosophers. On this album, what kind of influence have those philosophers and writers had, and what are some of the themes that have emerged?
Well, as you said, a lot of the songs on the last album were inspired by writers, and this album is more inspired by my own dealings with life and kind of growing up,
Mm-hmm.
I guess we are all infants in Christ to some degree, but then there's growing up in Him and learning more and more of the depth of His grace, and that's kind of what I've been going through this past year. Just I don't know, wanting change in my community and wanting change within my heart, and knowing that Christ is the only way to bring about that change. So these are songs that are inspired more by desire for change and hope and peace in the world and peace in my heart. So it's kind of, instead of being inspired by somebody else talking about it, it's inspired by my own experience with life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And in the same, I mean, I'm still reading, you know, Dallas Willard and these great people, but I'm trying to write from a more personal perspective on this album.
Look forward to hearing it.
Yeah.
You guys are on tour this summer, doing
Yes.
the festival circuit. Plans in the fall?
Well, we're going to be traveling around, getting our new CD out into the hands of hopefully the people who want to hear it, and playing with Delirious probably over in the UK again. So we did that last year, and that was a blast.
How long do you think you'll be over there?
It's not too long, just because the UK is so small. You know, you can cover it in like a week. You know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another 2-week tour with them like we did before. And then we're hoping to get over to Germany on our own and back down to Holland. We've been there before and we love it there. So, you know, try and get around. We spent a lot of time with Delirious last year over there and over here. Did a 3-month tour in the States and really love those guys. So look forward to playing with them again.
Very cool. It'll be a great
Definitely.
tour to see.